Yeah, it was a focus for us this week. Obviously, we knew that the Waratahs were coming over here to play and they needed to get a certain amount of points, so we knew we had to improve on our day. Obviously, we thought it was good, but they still scored a few points against us, so there's always room for improvement. But, we're happy with that performance.
Scrum took a fair pounding though, Tana.
It did. I wish I could tell you something about it. But, it's, it is something that we obviously, sometimes there's not much in it, depending on how you look at it. And, we'll go away and make sure we do the work. Obviously, with Ofatunga Fussy, he's an All Black, so it's something that he needs to work on and find. And I'm sure, if he's in the next group, I'm sure they'll help him with that.
How were your emotions in the coaching box just in that last 15 minutes or so? There's plenty happening.
There was, it was tense times there, and especially when we didn't get the conversion, which gave them an opportunity to score. But those are the things that we've been working hard on throughout the season, is closing out those kind of moments, hanging tough, because I think in the past we've let those times go. But it was great to see that we still didn't lose the will to play, and I think we're starting to develop a little bit that confidence that our game is our game and we can back it no matter what. But we just need to get, I think, more accurate of when to play it, and some of the the skills that we possess. Geez, it makes some entertaining kind of rugby.
Two very contrasting wins in a way over the top two Aussie teams to finish the year. Do you think that says a lot about where you've come from to where you are now? That,
and I just think it says a lot about the level of rugby in New Zealand and what the Australians are going through at the moment. Look, we haven't lost to an Australian side, and we only lost to the Lions. So in terms of the foreign sides, we've done really well. It's just the bloody local derbies that we can tipped over. So if those weren't that tough, it would be all right. But again, that's how you measure yourself. You've got to measure yourself against the top teams, and those just happen to be this season here. And everyone's playing well. Everyone's got something to play for. I think the motivation of being an All Black is still strong in a lot of our players, and everyone talks about all that experience that left, but they've left holes. So that's what everyone wants to fill, and that's great. That's great for our country, and obviously, if I step back and be an ex-All Black, it's great to see that we still have players that still want to wear that silver fern, and bodes well for the future.
So what's going to be your message for your players as they go back to Mitre 10 Cup? What do you want to see from those guys who won't be part of the All Blacks setup throughout that competition?
I want them to take what they've learnt with us, take them back to their unions and thrive. We want them to still put their hands up and say, I'm a Super Rugby player, this is what a Super Rugby player does, consistently. I think that's one of the biggest things we've tried to implement with our players, is that ability to back up week after week after week, and to a certain standard that we set for ourselves individually and collectively as a group that we have in the Blues. And I think we're building that. I think the passion from the players that they do want to lift this club up. Without that you can't really do anything. You can try and get through some emotional times, and but that soon runs out of puff. So setting some standards and having a real passion about Blues rugby and trying to promote it as best we can, because you want to, and you want to do that much more for this club and this team to get it back to where it should be, we believe. I suppose it's no different from any other club, and I think that's there. That's definitely there. That's there in our region, with our youth, and the way our high performance manager Tony Hanks is working with our age group, and it's there in this group, and some of our leaders really have shown the way in that, and so we've got to keep promoting that and keep working on it.